The one chemical test we have is on the calcium and magnesium content of water. Container of water set in a ring overnight. Let's say the calcium content is 100 parts per million and magnesium is 50 parts. After 12 hours, the ratios reverse. You'll have 100 parts of magnesium, 50 parts of calcium. Another simple experiment you can do your freezing point of water, take 2 containers, set one in a ring for say an hour, and then put them in the freezer and check on them periodically, see which one freezes first. Check the crystal structure that forms. There'll be a difference in them.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was one of the early tests we did. I also did some Petri dish studies and showed that a Petri dish with just house dust, the cultures grown in a ring, got in an incubator, got maybe as big as your little fingernail after a week. Untreated, grew the size of quarters overnight. Treated with a negative side of the ring. We had, our early rings had a positive and a negative side. The negative side caused the culture to grow completely over the dish overnight, just filled up the dish to the lid. So there's different kinds of energy. And the positive energy of the rings as we currently produce it definitely restricts bacterial and fungal growth.
Slim, do they reduce nitrates?
Again,
Do they reduce nitrates?
I don't know. I really don't know. I wish I did. I would like to be able to test groundwaters for nitrates in the farm country and do a comparison where we're operating harmonizers and where we're not. That's been thought of, but we just haven't done it. And we haven't had access to regular testing facilities where this is done on a routine basis. We attempted to get that down in Colorado there, but nobody was interested.
What a shame.
Yeah, well, scientific community is pretty thick-headed about some things.
Well, especially about important things, yeah.
And the regulatory agencies are very jealous of their territory.
I'm sure. I'm sure you've come up with a lot of jealousy there, you know.
Yeah.
People trying to block you.
Well, only for a while. Another little simple test I've done is take a balance scale and 2 500 milliliter beakers, fill them right up to the top, and balance them perfectly. Then take this one off and set it in a ring for an hour. Set it back on the balance scale. In the morning, this container will weigh much less. Balance will be tipped.
Does it work on people?
Does it work on people?
I didn't get that.
Does it work on people?
It used to be
10 stones heavier before the rain started.
I don't know that that has any bearing on it.
Be the dietist Bible, isn't it?
But we can see no difference in the volume, which is very interesting. I've repeated this test daily for 6 months, every day, and always had the same results. It'd be a gram or two less.
For insomnia?
Don't drink potentised water.
Well, they don't drink it anyway. If I don't tell them that it's...
Right, well, when you, after about 2 weeks of drinking water treated like this, your requirement for food and drink drops almost to zero.
Oh, that's for
You're going to be matched.
Yeah, you're very energized.
I'll see all the
Say that again, I didn't quite catch you.
She, in actual fact, Slim, she couldn't believe what she was hearing.
If you treat water with this, just leave a gallon jug sitting in a ring like this. After you've been drinking that exclusively for about 2 weeks, your requirement for food and drink drops almost to zero, or for food and sleep.
I'm going to give you matchsticks.
So you, in one sense, that could be considered insomnia. In other words, it could be just hyper-energized.